Hi, everybody. My name's Jason.
I'm Caden. I'm Jaden. I'm Eli.
And we are the Yahuwah and the Torah YouTube channel, and it is The Band is Back. Eli's sitting here laughing it up with his mouth completely full. Why are you laughing?
The face you gave me,
Yeah, it's
confused.
I was confused. It was like, say, for instance, a big band that used to be playing around for a long time, and then he went solo, and all of a sudden he's out there on the stage solo, and the band comes back, and then he doesn't know what to say because he's back to the solo thing. So now here we are. The band is back. I'm really happy to see all of you guys here at this table with me. It is a rarity, and it will probably be a rarity with how our world is right now. So how's everyone doing?
Good.
You guys survived?
Good.
It's the day of the sun. Everything good?
Yep.
First day. You guys have a restful Shabbat?
Yeah, all right.
Everybody got good rest? Everything good?
Yep.
No problems? Everybody happy?
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. I don't get a lot of talk out of you guys, but this is the best I get. Guys, this is Yah Scriptures. This is the greatest English translation you will ever find. This is the front of the book. Eli's over there just cracking up. What's going on, buddy? It's rare I ever get you to talk, but now, what's up? I got dogs. We got so many distractions here, guys. So this is the back of the book of Yah Scriptures. We are hoping that we get notification that it is shipping it should be by the 27th. I think we already gone. That's tomorrow. We don't know if we have notification of it, but it is at the tail end of the dock somewhere, getting ready to go from China to right here. And so all of the Yah Scriptures is available in the downloads below. There's the free downloads you can get. It's the PDF and the Apocrypha. Everything in this book is the same version in the PDFs. They're free of charge, as well as the eSword modules. They're all available. So that does that. You guys, if you want them, you know where to get them at. Okay, so we are into the life and times of Yisrael, and I brought this up for everybody the other day. Nobody around this table has seen it, and because they have their backs to me, they don't really see this thing. But anyway, this is a... well, they don't have my backs to me, but they can't see the screen, right? So, yeah, Mystical's fixing me from the kitchen over there. Okay, so these are the lives of the kings right here. This is where we're at. And we had all of our people at the top. We had Saul, David, Solomon. We had the 1,000 years before that. And then after Solomon, this 900-year period right here, it all starts off with this. And so right now we are in the life of Achab. And right now Achab in the land of Israel. Achab is the king, is the dude running it. The land of Yehuda right now is around Jeroram. And from this graphic, you can see that people said these are bad kings and good kings. And they say Jeroram is a bad king, and Azariah is a bad king. And Athaliah is a bad king as well. I don't know if they had too many good kings, but this is where we're at right now. So we will be reading this out of Yah Scriptures right here. And we are very close to having this app done. There's about probably 15 bugs left before we can release this to the public. When it's ready, it's going to be an amazing program. It's free of charge. And so it's another free thing that we're giving out that people can put on their tablets, their phones, and they can give to their friends and all sorts of things. So here we are in 1 Kings 20. I know you guys probably can't give me a lowdown. Jay, give me a lowdown to what you remember, and then I will pick up the last chapters where you missed off. Where are we at? What are we doing?
Last thing I knew was Elijah was helping one widow with her food, and she didn't run out of food. He brought her son back to life, and we're in the days of Elijah.
Yeah, so prior to that, what happened? We're in the days of Yisrael. So take us to where you have the kings. Give us a quick little recap because it's been a while.
The kings all went astray after David. Solomon, he went evil, started playing with demons, and all these wives took him aside and started worshiping idols. And his son got cursed and lost the land. He only had one tribe instead of the other 10. And then every child after that would pretty much sinned. There's only a few good ones that actually decided they were going to follow the Torah. So they all got punished and were getting cursed. People were coming against them and fighting. They were losing battles and stuff like that.
Okay, and so we are in the days of Elijah right now, and it has been, the last couple of chapters have been with Elijah. And we had we have Achab, and we had the prophets of Baal, and Elijah went and did his thing where he poured a whole bunch of water on the altar to Yah, and the prophets of Baal sat there and cut themselves, so they were just bleeding like a sieve, and they are, nothing ever happened. Yah brought down fire, burned it all, took it all up. Then Elijah went and killed all those prophets. And then they went and Jezebel said she was going to kill Elijah and scare the living heck out of him. He took off running. And Yah sent him back, and now we are into 1 Kings 20. Okay. Everyone ready?
Yep.
Okay. And Ben-Hadad, the sovereign of Aram, gathered all his army, and there were 32 sovereigns with him, with horses and chariots. And he went up and besieged Shomeron and fought against it. And he sent messengers into the city of Achab, sovereign of Yisrael, and said to him, Thus said Ben-Hadad, Your silver and your gold are mine, and your wives and children, the best, are mine. All right, so what do you guys think he made it by this? The children, wives and children, and then he goes, the best. Did he leave what they consider the worst wives and children behind?
Maybe.
Why would he say this?
Because they don't want Jezebel.
Yeah, she could stay. Yeah, okay. 4. And the sovereign of Yisrael answered and said, As you say, my master, O sovereign, I am yours, and all that I have. All right, so you guys ready when somebody comes to the house here and they're like, Jason, you're going to give me your wife and your kids. And I'm like, all right, as you say, my master.
Full grown mushroom, your patio is way.
I am yours, and all that I have, take them. 5. Eli's over here throwing machetes around. Would that be your tool of choice if I gave you over to the people?
If that was one of my options, probably.
Okay, thanks. And the messengers came back and said, Thus speaks Ben-Hadad, saying, Indeed, I have sent to you, saying, Give me your silver and your gold, your wives and your children. But about this time tomorrow I shall send my servants to you, and they shall search your house and the houses of your servants. And it shall be that whatever is pleasing in your eyes, they shall lay hold of and take it. It didn't say it was pleasing in their eyes, right? It was said it was pleasing in the eyes of this guy. So these guys aren't just going in to like steal all their stuff. They're going in to like basically, what was I? What verse was on, guys? I just went crazy. Basically just like rage on them.
7.
Was it 7? Okay, did you pay attention there?
Yeah, it's 7.
And so, yeah, so whatever's pleasing in your eyes, they shall lay hold of it. So I guess you would probably want to... I hate that thing.
They have Jezebel.
Get rid of that thing, yeah. Oh, I love Jezebel, right? You want to get rid of Jezebel. Okay, 7. And the sovereign of Yisrael called all the elders of the land and said, Please know and see the evil this one is seeking. For he sent to me for my wives, and for my children, and for my silver, and for my gold. And I did not refuse him. Okay? And he told the elders all this. And all the elders and all the people said to him, Do not listen nor agree. Didn't he just already agree?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. It's cool. So he said to the messengers of Ben-Hadad, Say to my master the sovereign, All that you sent for to your servant the first time I shall do. But this I am able to do. And the messengers went and brought back word to him. So what is he saying? That he would allow him to go take the best of the wives and thing, but he won't let him search the house? Is that what that is saying?
So like he agreed to the first time, but not the second.
Sounds like a ruse. And Ben-Hadad sent to him and said, The mighty ones do so to me, and more also, if enough dust is left of Shomeron for a handful for each of the people who followed me. And the sovereign of Yisrael answered and said, Speak, him who girds on should not boast like him who lays it down. And it came to be when this word was heard, and as he and the sovereigns were drinking in the booths, that he said to the servants, Ready yourselves. So they turned themselves against the city. And see, a Nabai came near to Achab, sovereign of Yisrael, saying, Thus said Yahuwah, Have you seen all this great company? See, I am giving it into your hand today, and you shall know that I am Yahuwah. And Achab said, By whom? And he said, Thus said Yahuwah, By the young rulers of the provinces. And he said, Who opens the attack? Then he said, You. And he mustered the young rulers of the provinces, and there were 232. And after them he mustered all the people, all the children of Yisrael, 7,000. And they went out at noon, while Ben-Hadad and the 32 sovereigns helping him were getting drunk in the booths. And the young rulers of the provinces went out first, and Ben-Hadad sent out, and they reported to him, saying, Men have come out of Shomeron. Then he said, If they have come out for peace, seize them alive. And if they have come out for battle, seize them alive. All right, well, that sounds like good enough, right?
Take them alive no matter what.
Yeah, no matter what, just take them alive. So these, and what do you think the difference between taking people alive and dead is?
Make them slaves or alive?
Well, no, I mean, what is the difference? If you are an army and you're trying to either...
Hostages?
Is it easier to take people alive or kill them?
Probably kill them, they don't fight back.
Yeah, just kill them on spot. It's harder to take them alive, so that's an interesting thing that you want to keep them alive. It's just a lot of work, and then it's also a lot of, you're going to get killed. People are going to get killed while they're trying to string these people up. Okay, so these young rulers of the provinces went out of the city with the army, which followed them. And each smote his man. So the Arameans fled, and Yisrael pursued them. And Ben-Hadad, the sovereign of Aram, escaped on a horse with the horsemen. And the sovereign of Israel went out and smote the horses and chariots, and smote the Arameans, a great smiting. And the Nabai came to the sovereign of Israel and said to him, Go, strengthen yourself, and know and see what you should do. For at the turn of the year, the sovereign Aram is coming up against you. And the servants of the sovereign Aram said to him, Their mighty ones are mighty ones of the hills. This is why they were stronger than we. But let us fight against them in the plain. Are we not stronger than they? Now do this. Take away the sovereigns, each from his position, and put officers in their places. And number an army like the army that you have lost, horse for horse and chariot for chariot. And let us fight against them in the plain. Are we not stronger than they? And he listened to their voices and did so. And it came to be at the turn of the year that Ben-Hadad mustered the Arameans and went up to Aphek to fight against Yisrael. And the children of Yisrael were mustered and were fed, and they went against them. And the children of Yisrael encamped before them like two little flocks of goats, while the Arameans filled the land. And they came near a man of Elohim and spoke to the sovereign of Yisrael and said, Thus said Yahuwah, because the Arameans have said, Yahuwah is Elohim of the hills, but he is not Elohim of the valleys. Therefore I shall give all this great company into your hand, and you shall know that I am Yahuwah. And they encamped opposite each other for 7 days. And it came to be that on the seventh day the battle was joined, and the children of Israel smote 100,000 foot soldiers of the Arameans in one day. And those that were left fled to Aphek into the city, and a wall fell on 27,000 of the men who were left. And Ben-Hadad fled and went into the city, into an inner room. And the servant said to him, See now, we have heard that the sovereigns of the house of Yisrael are kind sovereigns. Please let us put sackcloth around our waists and ropes around our heads, and go out to the sovereign of Yisrael. It could be that he spares your life. So they girded sackcloth on their loins and put ropes around their heads, and came to the sovereign of Yisrael and said, Your brother Ben-Hadad said, Please let me live. And he said, Is he alive? He is my brother. And the men divined, and they quickly grasped it, and he said, Your brother Ben-Hadad. I don't even know what this means. Why the men divine? They figured this out or something?
Maybe.
And he said, Go bring him. So Ben-Hadad came out to him, and he let him come up on the chariot. Okay, so this guy's the guy he just defeated, and then he's like letting this guy up on the same battle chariot this guy's at. And Ben-Hadad said to him, The cities which my father took from your father I return, and put up marketplaces for yourselves in Damascus, as my father did in Shomron. And Achab said, I send you away with this covenant. And he made a covenant with him and sent him away. And a certain man of the sons of the Nebians said to his neighbor by the word of Yahuwah, Strike me, please. But the man refused to smite him. Then he said to him, Because you have not obeyed the voice of Yahuwah, see, as soon as you leave me, a lion shall smite you. And when he left, a lion found him and smote him.
A literal lion, all right.
A lion came and took him out. So we have the bears and the lions and the giant animals, the things of Yah that just come and do his bidding when Yah wants to. This is why we should very much be in covenant with our Creator. We don't want the lions and the bears to come take us out. Okay, 37. I'm serious. You don't want to be against Yah. And he found another man and said, Strike me, please. So the man struck him, striking and wounding. What do you guys think this went like? This guy, he's just like, strike me. So you think this guy, ask him why?
It's probably weird. I mean, maybe this guy just saw what happened.
If somebody walked up to you and said, strike me, what would you do?
I'd question why.
Would you hit him?
Probably not.
Okay, would you hit this guy?
Would
you just some random guy, say you're out there working in the streets or something, whatever, and some random guy comes strike me. What are you going to do?
I'm not going to strike him.
What if he strikes you?
Okay, then there's self-defense.
Are you okay striking him then?
Maybe if he's getting crazy.
Okay. So, but you wouldn't strike somebody that just told you to strike him?
No.
So lions might come after you? Yeah, okay. So, this dude, and do you think this guy struck him once? Or do you think they beat him down? Because there's, he's, I don't know. Let's continue on and I'll tell you why. 38. Then the Nabai went and waited for the sovereign by the way and disguised himself with ashes on his eyes. And as the sovereign passed by, he cried out to the sovereign and said, Your servant went out into the midst of the battle. And see, a man came over and brought a man to me and said, Guard this man. If he should in any way be missing, your life shall be for his life, or else you shall pay a kicker of silver. And it came to be while your servant was busy here and there, he was gone. And the sovereign of Israel said to him, Your judgment is right. You yourself have decided it. Then he quickly removed the ashes from his eyes, and the sovereign of Israel recognized him as one of the Nebiim. And he said to him, Thus said Yahuwah, Because you have let slip out of your hand a man whom I put under the ban, Therefore your life shall go for his life, and your people for his people. And the sovereign of Israel went to his house, embittered and displeased, and came to Shomron. All right, now we have had a lot of MMA fighting experience in this. Why do you think this guy? Why do you think this guy wanted a beating? Why do you think he got beat? Do you think it was a beating, or is it one punch?
I think it was like.
What point did this make? He took off the cloak and ashes, and so
I think it was an example. Like he's like, Yah told him to do something, he didn't do it, so he's punished for not doing it.
Think he has a black eye, or think he has like a split eyebrow or something?
Yeah, maybe.
Is
Depends on how hard and where he hit him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, maybe if it's a strike, if someone says strike me, don't hit him at hard, like lightly hit him or something.
Yeah, but if you lightly hit him, I mean, what? I don't. I guess I understand the point. I guess it was. I don't know what the point is. The sovereign, the Yahuwah said to punch him in the head and to beat him. So
yeah, it's like strike. Maybe just like tap him.
I don't think it's like that. I think it's strike. I think the other dude's like, hey man, I'm not gonna hit you. And the lions came and took him. The other dude's like, he just saw the guy down the road with the lions eating him, and the guy's like, strike me. He's like, pap. That's it. He didn't even hesitate. All right, everybody. We hope you have a good day. Thank you very much for being part of our little family here. I hope you are good, and shalom.
Shalom.
All right, shalom.